Hey everyone, Jocular Claymore here, and welcome back to Disco Elysium. So, last we left off, we spoke again to Everard Clare, the Union Man, after doing the first task of unlocking the door behind the greenhouse. He's given us another task, which involves getting two signatures, but we can't do that until the water lock is fixed and they pull down the bridge that we can cross to get over into the village, which we can't do until the following morning. So I think this episode is really going to be cleaning up on different tasks, maybe passing time. So that's what we're going to do. Looking at the clock at the bottom right, it is 1957. We need to be back at the smoker's balcony at 2100. I don't want to miss that. In the meantime, I think what we can do is ask around about tattoos' possible meaning. You should probably talk to about two people about them for this. So two people specifically. I don't know who they could be, so we'll just ask around. How about... I think we already tried with Guard, but let's try again.
Can I help you?
Nope. Lena, I don't think she would know.
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again.
Nope. Not you. Suppose we can talk to the cook again.
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging your presence.
Do you know what's behind that door? And I think that's one of our other tasks, is to get past that door and see what's there.
He looks up at you, then looks away quickly, shrugging and muttering something to himself.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Shrugging is an international sign for, no, I don't know what's behind that door.
Alright. Anything else to know about this door?
You see a heavy steel door.
No. Okay. I also read that we can pass time by reading books. And that was another idea I had, is to go through our inventory and interact with the interactable objects. I doubt you would know, but let's try.
The lights are so pretty when it gets dark.
You can stop calling me sir. I am but a working man.
No, sir, I can't. It would be too tiring to refrain from it. It's already tiring enough to remember to say it all the time. It's nice of you to say I could stop, though.
I get you. I, for example, can't stop making this face. Okay, yeah. When the next person comes, you'd have to sir or ma'am them again.
Yes, sir.
Alright, next. I wonder if Plaisance, the bookstore owner, would know anything about tattoos. I doubt it, but let's try. She's mad at us from before for not adequately searching for the curse. Which, there is no curse, but anyway.
Hello again, esteemed officer.
Nope. We could ask the novelty dice maker. I doubt she has anything, but let's give it a try. Oh, we can talk to Kim.
It's dark,
Yes, I guess we need the flashlight.
and the flashlight works a lot better if you hold it in your hand.
Fair point.
Right. Now let's get to it.
Some areas are inaccessible without your flashlight.
Gotcha.
After you've acquired it, go to your inventory and equip it in a held slot to continue.
Thank you. Alright, so I guess we'll do that. There. Thank you. Yeah, because as far as I know, there is no fast travel. Oh, no, not this way. The body is in this fridge, by the way. The body of the hanged man. Yeah, this way. There she is.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die?
We can also order a die from her, but we don't need that yet, so okay. Yeah, she has nothing. Alright, never mind. It is now 20:01. So let's get the fudge out of here. Take this off. So I think the next thing we can do is just go to the balcony and kill some time until the smoker returns. Oops. Wait, is there something here? No. This way. Actually, I think just to be safe, we want to be up on that balcony at that time. We can do that through here. There we go. Okay. Now, checking our inventory for the interactables, we have the gum wrapper. Oh, I guess we can inspect this. Let's try.
An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso of the hanged man, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time the lines intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart. It still kind of looks like a map of the stars in the night sky, but something's not right.
Who are you?
Gone.
What's the meaning of this tattoo?
For you to discover. You've gotten as far as you will without assistance.
Gotcha.
Someone who knows about history could tell you.
Someone who knows about history. Maybe a Renee? We can try that later. Okay. What about this?
It's just a racist mug. What's there to read here?
Yeah, true.
Not much.
We can read this.
The Greatest Innocence by João Paulo Salomão Lopes de Fuego.
What a name!
The book is large and heavy.
Crack open this immense tome.
Browsing through the various chapters, you try your best to understand the ceaseless overflow, the sprawl of names, dates, places, events historical. Most of it ends up as a twisted mass of facts inside your brain. Your educational survey is done. Did you catch any of that? No. Oh well, it's pop quiz time. Let's see what you've learned. This might take a few minutes. You ready?
Sure, why not?
That's the spirit. Here we go. Question 1. Who was the first innocence? Oh yeah, this is what I was made for.
That's so. Alright, go on. Give me all the hints you got.
A pop quiz is a short examination designed to test your knowledge without any prior warning or announcement. Such exams allow the teacher to assess how thoroughly the students have retained the material.
I know what a
at
pop
hand.
quiz is.
Voila. Now blast that first innocence. Thanks for nothing. Dolores Day. Dolores.
Dolores Day?
Incorrect. Dolores Day was the innocence
tricked
of
me.
humanism, internationalism, and the welfare state. She codified parliamentary democracy and created modern institutions. Among these, the moral intern, she was powerful and beautiful on all her icons. Her colors are silver, white, and apricot. And when you think her name, Dolores, stomach acid rises to the back of your throat, and it hurts. You see a flash silver, a wreath, an airport bag, and blonde hair. You don't know why. Another choice, perhaps? Steer clear of this one. There's something terrible about this one.
What? Oh my god.
Despair creeps into you, getting fat on your weakness. Whatever noble intentions you once had as a police officer, it's eating them all up now. You're still coming up with sentences, That's a step up from total annihilation, right?
Yeah, I think we lost all our morale at this point. I'm seriously running out of shits to give Kim. Fuck you. I wasted my life protecting humans. Don't deserve it. I'm done. No one likes cops.
Yes, it can be difficult to be on the receiving end of so much distrust and outright hatred.
Nothing you can say would make you feel any better now. Cop gives up the detective genre for social realism. Another police officer resigned from the RCM following a nervous breakdown. He now lives under a bridge, drinking and occasionally throwing excrement at passers-by, shouting, "I never loved that woman." When asked to comment, former colleagues objected to the theory that his psychological disintegration was precipitated by his wife leaving him. "It's because the Furrows lost that match," said Captain Ptolemy Price, once the man's superior officer. "It's because he couldn't get a big gun from acquisitions, and anyway, police work really burns you out after a while," Satellite Officer Jean-Vic Mayer, the deranged former cop's partner, commented. Sergeant Matt Torson, another former colleague, did not propose any theories, merely saying, "Whatever happened to him wasn't about birds. He got fucked, that's all."
Well, crap. Oh my god. No, I refuse. Let's see if we can load again. Let's try this autosave, I guess. Jeez. Okay. So we already spoke to Everard. Yeah, I don't know where we are now, so I guess... I guess we talked to the Hardy Boys again? Okay, so we gotta do all this again.
Oh, so...
And what's gonna happen if we don't?
Yeah, let me...
But having Everard back you up like that...
Again.
Good one, Titus.
About fucking time.
Alright, we won't do that. Yeah, because that authority thing hurt our morale, if I remember correctly. Talk to Elizabeth again.
I've got nothing to say to you. Why I am not
You could be Liz.
even a mod?
He's right. With a...
So far.
No.
It's not her.
I said
Even though she...
you are not here to chat up the legal counsel.
Okay. The good thing is that we didn't lose that much progress. Alright. Now, let's pass the time.
The Greatest Innocence by Jean. Browsing through your educational survey. That's the spirit. Oh yeah. This is what I was made for.
You know, I didn't really absorb anything from what I just read.
Then go with your best guess. Isn't that what students are
Give me your
trained to do?
hints.
A pop quiz is thanks for Dolores Day. Dolores.
Okay, so it's not Dolores. And we don't really have any helpful information here. Sola?
Incorrect. Sola was anointed during the previous century and even lived to see the current one. She was an urban planner who spoke her mind and largely left history to its own devices, encouraging people to excel on their own rather than prescribing to a deified model of history. She is often called an anti-innocence. Sola resigned after an assassination attempt by a Yugo nationalist who blamed her for not taking the side of the left during the turn-of-the-century revolutions. Innocences don't usually resign. Care to try again?
The Paracarnassian.
Correct. Nothing much is known about him. It's not even clear that he was a he, but Franco Negro presumed as such and called him Pius. He's depicted as a young man with molten gold pouring out of his mouth. All he spoke was gold. It's said he invented God and equality of men before God. He also introduced the gold standard as a way for measuring people's love for Aurum. As the first innocence, he declared that there should be more of those like him. It is presumed his disciples were the beginning of the Holy Party, the founding party. Question 2. Who was the strongest innocence? Easy. Everybody knows the answer to this. You, me, anybody.
I trust you got my back.
An innocence is the highest category of historical personage in the world. A literal
Yeah, this
personification
is
of
intentionally
history.
not helpful.
Traditionally, an innocence, when anointed, assumes supreme
So we're gonna
rule
have to
over
memorize
the
these answers, I
Occident
think.
or the known world in general. At least the parts that matter.
Yes, so interesting. But I thought you'd give me the answer to the question.
I can do better. Okay, so commonly an innocence does not enforce his or her power through military power. This is seen as unnecessary. The innocence wins because an innocence can't help but win, for their deeds are inevitabilities. Did this help?
No, in fact, it did not help.
Damn. Dolores.
Vesper?
Incorrect. Vesper Messina. Correct.
There we go.
Named the innocence of militarism. He codified hereditary rule, but at the same time ended serfdom and established the Inter-Isolari Real as the global reserve currency. He also established the concept of the nation. Franco Negro attempted to solve the rising tensions
I'm not
between
gonna
the
remember all this.
aristocracy
I'm just
and
saying.
bourgeoisie by building a unified society in which every man has a place and a mission, but at the same time may rise to nobility provided on the strength of his virtue. Question 3. Who was the false innocence? Got it under control. No problem. Solid on this one. It's widespread historical information.
Let's go with Kedra.
Incorrect. Kedra
no.
is correct.
There we go.
There have been a number of counter or false innocences. Some assumed to have innocentic qualities. Some who just thought so themselves. Occasionally, they have the support of a faction inside the ecclesiastic organization, and accusations of foul play have arisen. The most famous and important of these was Ernau Pasternak. He was into torture, despotism, hymns, cannons, and world conquest, but got defeated and humiliated by Stepan the Despicable of Kedra. Final stretch. You've come so far and learned so much. This is the most important one. Question 4. Who was the greatest innocence? The most important of them all. The most precious to humankind. I've got it. Honest.
Dolores.
Correct.
Okay.
The Mesk might see Franco Negro as the father of nations, but as of this century, there's been a great shift in attitude. Dolores Day has become widely regarded as the greatest innocence. A most radical change to the whole fabric of the world. Everything from inter-isolary travel to the connected world to 3 consecutive scientific revolutions can be traced back to her. Every decade that passes, she seems less human somehow, and more beautiful. Congratulations on finishing the test. The results and your subsequent grade have been calculated. You get a C, vaguely passable. A solid effort with
C's
nothing
get
much
degrees.
else to show. Nice going, mediocrity man. You would have done better if you just dialed the Dolores Day down a bit.
Damn you, you arrogant book.
What's going on with you?
Think it's so smart, goddamn.
Okay.
You are shouting at an inanimate object, like a real weirdo. No wonder you seem to have trouble with the right answers.
Alright. Touche. Okay. We did that. That's a map. Handwritten note. Another book. Let's try this.
The front of this quarterly journal features a large satirical portrait of the late King Friesel. From the sides of his head, a pair of white antlers spread to the corners of the cover.
Why Friesel?
Because Friesel was incompetent, foolish, and cruel. In short, the embodiment of everything the communards wished to overthrow. It's satire, you see.
I like satire. Flip through the pages, see what catches your eye.
To your disappointment, there aren't any full-color pictures to direct your attention. Just column after column of closely set text, interrupted occasionally by little doodles in black and white. No advertisements, you notice. So who's funding this radical commentary? After rifling the pages with your thumb several times, you return to the table of contents. The magazine is divided into several sections: international development, Kunst und Kultur, and local concerns. Just inside the cover, there's also an editor's note.
Read the editor's note.
Comrade, as you know, this journal takes its name from Mazov's immortal expression, du cristal à la fumée. This was his way of describing the way the rigid, crystalline structures of capitalist ideology turn to smoke under communism. But, like the structures of capitalist ideology, we too are at risk of going à la fumée, unlike many publications which are content to spoon-feed their readers reassuring drivel. La Fumée is committed to telling the radical truth, even when that truth may drive away potential subscribers. Only 4 issues in, and it sounds like they've already alienated their readership.
Interesting.
Perhaps they've overestimated the market demand for this kind of commentary. So please, if you value our radical Mazovian perspective on contemporary politics, culture, and international affairs, please consider subscribing today. Yours in struggle, the editors.
This is his way of describing the ways, yeah, so it seems like a communist magazine. Very cool.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
I want to catch up on international developments.
This section includes a long, tedious critique of the latest round of free trade negotiations between the EPIS nations and the Free State of Semenine. You also skip over an article about heavy fuel oil smuggling along the Messina border, something about bear wrestling in Samara, book riots in Yugograd.
Yeah, I read also that reading books in this game helps pass time, and looking at the clock now, so just waiting for it to hit 2100, and then we'll go knock on the door.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Bear wrestling. Flip back to that.
Alright, let's see what this bear wrestling is all about.
It seems to be part of a new public fitness initiative in the People's Republic of Samara, SRV, devised and promoted by none other than President Kanajinsky himself. According to this extremely credulous account, Uncle Sport, as he's affectionately known to his people, has recently decreed bear wrestling the national sport of the SRV.
When it says bear wrestling, does that mean 2 bears are wrestling each other, or...?
Of course not. The article makes plain that this is man on bear, or in some cases, woman on bear competition. 2 competitors, 1 ring, 5 rounds, or until incapacitation. According to the SRV's Ministry of Information, the program has been a tremendous success. Public support stands at 87%, and youth obesity and alcoholism rates are down 12% and 7% respectively. This is the SRV we're talking about. If you think those are the real numbers, there's probably a guy who wants to sell you a bridge in La Cherte.
Not sure I trust the numbers.
What are you, a statistician? Did the moral intern send you on a fact-finding mission? This is the SRV party line, comrade.
I would like to conclude this.
You flip back to the front of the...
Awesome. Alright, now let's talk to him.
Gendarmerie, you found me.
The young man on the balcony gives you a bright smile before taking another drag from his cigarette. Yep, we've been waiting for this for a while.
His slender figure is backlit by city lights, its distant streets and motorways flashing like diamonds. And his shirt is still unbuttoned.
Yes, the cleaning lady let us in.
Beautiful.
He replies, smiling. As he looks at you, something sparkles in his eyes.
So tell me, are you here to make things right again?
That's what I'm aiming for, yes. Honestly, I'm just trying to screw anything up. I'm not going to make things just right. I'm going to make them spectacular. I was hoping to talk to a possible witness. That's what I was aiming for, yeah.
Beautiful.
He says again. The nearby street lamp casts shadows on his chin, drawing out the slender cheekbones.
I have some good news for you. My Sunday friend is visiting me tonight. I told him about you and he'd like to say hello. Step in. He's already waiting.
By the way, I'm really digging the view here. Why would I want to meet your friend?
Trust me, you do.
Okay. I'll talk to him, but first I want to talk to you. I have so many questions.
That's nice, but I don't have anything to tell you. It's my friend you're looking for, not me.
He takes another drag of his unfiltered cigarette and looks around. It's getting dark and the neighboring windows have lit up, one by one. Downstairs, a cat crosses the yard, disappearing into the bush.
Besides, I've got to run.
He's going to leave you alone again. That's sad. Something tells you you're never going to talk to an individual this cool or mysterious ever again.
Run where?
To the city. It's a beautiful night.
Only if you promise that we'll talk again. It's important.
Something flutters in the corner of the lieutenant's mouth as you're saying those words.
We'll talk. Just not tonight. Take care, all right?
And your skill point. Interview the Sunday friends. I would like to protect my physique next, since we only have one health left. Okay, I'll try paintbrush. This would be the Sunday friend. We finally meet up with a mysterious smoker. He says the one you really want to talk to is his friend inside. Alright.
And he's gone again. Looks like it's becoming a theme for him.
He's always leaving. Why is he always leaving, Kim?
Who knows, detective? It's a mystery.
There's something so different about him that I just can't put my finger on.
Different, of course.
There's just something so mysterious about the way he talks and moves.
Something so mysterious about the way he talks.
Very mysterious.
Very.
He's barely holding it together. It's all he can do to keep from bursting out in laughter.
Come on, detective, let's go. We've got a potential witness to interview. His Sunday friend, remember?
He nods to the apartment door before you. Alright, let's do it. A quarterly business magazine. Dishes soaked up in a pot. An empty ashtray. Flyers for underground parties. Dates for open lectures at a local university. Got a hat. Does that do anything? +1 logic, -1 suggestion. Sensitive answer party. Okay. An exquisite canopy bed made of metal. An old photo of the same apartment dated year 01. Expensive men's perfume lingers in the air. +1 drama. Become the dragon. +1 electrochemistry. Become an addict. Interesting. Buckets of paint on a layer of old newspapers.
Officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia.
The man in business casual removes his cufflinks.
His hands are clean and well manicured. This is a man who knows the importance of appearances.
My name is Charles Vildrouin, and I am an official with the coalition government. I work for the Institute of Price Stabilité on assignment from Sur la Clé. I heard you talking to my friend outside. Very good. Super. I am here to assist you in any way possible. Ask me about the hanging.
Hanging? What a drag. He seems like a cultured gentleman. You should ask him about the finer things.
So we can talk about the canopy, we can talk about the silk robe and the hat. Let's get down to business.
Of course. Let me just say it has been an emotional week for me.
He forms a little rooftop with his fingers. Cold air comes in from the balcony.
The lieutenant takes out his notebook and nods to you to proceed.
You actually witnessed the lynching?
I'm sorry to say I did, officer.
The man gives a solemn nod. Start from the beginning if you don't mind.
Officer, it's very difficult to describe what I saw that night. It was so surreal to me, like in a play.
He holds out his hands and blossoms his fingers, like a drama teacher setting the scene.
What do you mean, like in a play?
It was just so strange. I could barely comprehend what was happening. I was on the balcony when it happened, getting some fresh air. I remember that first they came in, carrying what looked like a body. And then I saw all the surrounding windows go dead, one by one. That's when I understood. I should not be seeing this.
Sounds like the victim was unconscious, or at least incapacitated. Well done, detective.
Who are they? Can you describe them?
I couldn't see their faces well, and there were quite a few of them. But they were very loud and very Martinez.
He pauses, looking for the right wording.
Let's just say that the laboring classes can get rather expressive with their profanity.
Yeah, sounds like the Hardy Boys. How many of them were there?
I couldn't tell you exactly. Less than 10. Maybe 8?
Yeah, there were exactly 8. Wait, yeah, exactly 8, but the 8th one is missing. The Hardy girl.
The lieutenant sends you a sharp look at the mention of that number.
Were any of them huge, like 200 kilograms huge?
That's a giant you're describing. No, they were all quite human, as far as I could tell.
What happened next?
I went back inside.
Were you able to see anything from inside?
Officer, the yard was pitch black. There was nothing to see, but I could still hear their voices. They were threatening to kill that poor man.
Were they men? Women?
All men, I presume. But again, I couldn't see very clearly.
But we are fairly certain the lady driver was present.
The lieutenant flips through his notes. Are you sure at least one of them wasn't a woman?
It's possible, officer, but I cannot say with certainty. It was very dark, you must remember.
What ethnicity were they?
I believe they were mostly white, though I believe I saw 2 Areopagites among them. And I am quite certain that one spoke with a Mesk accent.
What happened next?
Well, that's the strangest part, officer. Nothing happened. It was oddly quiet for a public lynching.
What do you mean nothing happened? They lynched a guy.
Eventually, their shouts died down, and that was all. There were no gunshots, no celebratory shouts, no anything.
Why didn't you call the RCM?
You're right, of course. That is what one is supposed to do in such circumstances. I was simply in shock. I'm afraid I don't have anything else to add.
About what time was all this happening, approximately?
All I can say is that it was late.
So let me get this straight. You didn't actually witness the hanging itself, did you?
No, I didn't see the corpse until the following day.
Those are all my questions, thank you.
Of course, anything I can do to assist the RCM.
What's an official like you doing in Martinez?
The coalition is only looking out for the price stability. Inflation is a killer, like a heart disease blocking the normal circulation of the economy. It must be controlled. The economy impacts the entire international community, which is why it requires international oversight.
So you're some kind of bureaucrat?
Yes, as I said before, I am a commissioner from Sur la Clé working for the Institute of Price Stabilité. This is one of the main projects of the Moral Inter.
Wait, there isn't actually an Institute of Price Stability, is there? Or maybe there is. God, It's impossible to understand whether someone from the moral intern is joking or not.
What is the price stability?
It is the most important thing.
That doesn't tell me anything.
It's the central goal of any sound monetary policy. Maintaining the price stability is essential to maintaining high levels of economic activity, which is essential for maintaining high levels of employment, which is essential for maintaining the social stability.
Basically, it makes sure the price of bread doesn't change.
Précisément. Too much inflation, bread becomes too expensive. Too much deflation, it becomes too cheap for bakers to produce. That's why the Institute of Price Stability works to keep inflation just below 2%.
Below 2% of what?
But not too far below, no. Too below is also bad. Below, but close to 2%.
You're not answering my questions at all.
The Coalition believes in the importance of informing the public about the benefits of the price stability. Transparency is one of our principles. Would you like an informational pamphlet?
Okay, sure. Give me a leaflet.
A sound monetary policy is essential for addressing uncertainty. Stability is the raison d'être of the moral intern. It's the reason why I identify as a moralist. But oh, I don't have my leaflets on me today. That's too bad. You can always call our information line. Making information available is part of the moral intern's commitment to transparency.
Okay, but what are you doing here in this apartment?
Well, I'm renovating it. It is an interesting project. The building used to be a 12-story skyscraper before the cannons took the top 4 stories off. This, of course, happened when the coalition forces landed here. You could say I'm undoing some of the material damage the international community caused when we arrived here.
What is this international community?
La communauté internationale is what Revacholians colloquially call the coalition. In other words, the nations that stopped the disaster of the revolution.
And what do I call the coalition?
Your employer, technically speaking. The governing authority of Revachol. The RCM is but one part of this provisional administration.
I've heard about this moral intern before, but I want to know more.
It's the International Organization for Moralists, hence Moralist International. The Institute of Price Stability is just one of its many mind babies, as is the coalition.
So what I'm hearing is that we're moral intern bitches.
Doing one's job doesn't automatically make one anyone's bitch. Besides, there are more nefarious powers to work for than the moral intern.
Are you a moralist? Yeah, you did say that.
But of course.
But why?
Because moralists believe in a normal, stable world governed by democratic values.
But what is a normal, stable world?
The Occident is part of the normal world. Oranje, sur la clé.
Martinez doesn't seem very normal or stable to me.
Martinez? No. Martinez is something else.
What about the rest of Revachol? Is it part of the normal world?
Revachol is generally difficult. It's led by an interim government, which means it hasn't yet achieved full democracy. But they are working towards it. You're all doing very well here, relatively speaking.
I don't think I'm a moralist. Sounds boring. Or more action. Moralism is the ideology of foreign occupiers. Democracy is a meaningless sham. As long as the working class is under the boot heel of capital. It's like every time I'm talking to people, I'm choosing option D, none of the above. Is that moralism? I'm between 3 and 4. Sure.
Of course, the detective's personal views do not represent the views of the RCM.
My friend. But the lesson of the revolution is that communism does not work.
We just haven't tried real communism yet. I've heard that response before. Are you telling me this world here is working out well?
It's moving towards the right direction, and that's all that matters. Progress is measured in centimeters, my friend. Now, enough of this delightful political interlude. Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
Tell me about Sur le Cliff.
What's there to say? Sur la Clé is a modern, urbanized country that measures very high on the Human Development and Freedom Index. Mostly, though, It's known as the executive heart of EPIS. Moreover, it is a great sponsor of less emerged countries. Revachol is only one of its many darlings whose progress it supports and cherishes.
Darlings? That can't be an official designation.
What makes Revachol Sur-la-Cliff's darling?
Because a great percentage of Revachol's culture hails from Sur-la-Clé. Its language, its people, its cuisine even. Or at least in the downtown La Delta area.
Jamrock and other parts of the international zone have been mercifully spared of Sur-la-Clé's love for meatballs and mashed potatoes.
Those sound yummy, though. Alright, tell me about Oranier.
Oranier is an exemplary nation who, as a core member of EPIS, contributes 28% of our annual budget. Next to Sur-la-Clé, Oranier is probably the most prominent member of the international community.
Okay, but outside of EPIS, what is Oranier?
Oranier's economy is one of the most advanced in the world. It has successfully transitioned from heavy industry to advanced services and generally acts as an engine for sustainable change in the international community.
But that didn't tell you anything about Oranier.
Can't you just talk like a normal person?
About what?
About Oranier. Just tell me what it's like there.
Oh, it's very urban and very well organized. Their streets are clean, their horse cars run on time, the people are polite and efficient. Like I said, they are an example for less emerged nations to follow.
Sounds suspiciously similar to the trains run on time, which is something of a fascist dog whistle. But I don't know. Okay. Enough business. Let's talk about something else.
Whatever you wish, officer.
Can you tell me about your friend?
Ah, my friend. My friend is a good young man. His family immigrated here from Kedra, and life has not been easy for him. But he understands the importance of education. He has taken his future into his own hands, and that's all that matters.
What's Kedra?
Kedra is a candidate member of APIS. But, between you and me, their potential membership is a more contentious issue.
What do you mean?
That it's never going to happen. They entered negotiations in 21, and it's been pending ever since.
What's this EPIS thing you keep talking about?
EPIS is a very special program developed by the Moral Intern to support certain Occidental nations. It began as a unified system of weights and measures, which proved to be a wild success. Nothing but kilograms and centimeters as far as the eye can see.
God, yes. Sweet standardization. The backbone of rationality and commerce.
It was such a wild success that we expanded it into an economic union for the processing of steel. Another success. And between you and me, the Moral Intern feels emboldened by this success. Emboldened to take EPIS to the next level.
Okay, but like, what does it stand for?
Why, it stands for progress and stability, like the Moral Intern as a whole.
No, what do the letters stand for?
It's been such a wild, extraordinary success thus far. We are very excited to take it to the next level.
You don't even hear the words I'm saying, do you?
A supranational political alliance. The United States of Occident.
Is it going to be like this place here?
You mean Revachol? No, it's going to have transparent democracy.
Is Revachol going to be part of EPIS?
It's one day going to be a candidate member of EPIS, sure.
Except that candidate members never become full members, do they?
Didn't you say that candidate members never become real members?
No. Candidate members do become members. Why do we even have the whole system in place if they don't? It just takes time. Time and evaluation. But we were talking about my friend here, not politics.
How did you two even become friends?
How did any of us become friends? Bad things happening on the Insulindian Isola? Oil platforms ablaze in the night? Civil wars lasting for years? Finally, the international community is forced to step in.
What are you talking about? No one becomes friends that way.
Au contraire. It's how millions of people end up where they are. Meeting the people they meet. It's how I came here, and my friend too.
You still haven't told me who he is.
Sorry. Who?
Oh my god. The man throws a quick glance at his watch. Your friend, the smoker on the balcony. We were just talking about him.
But I told you, officer, he's a bright young man here to pursue his education. Education is the foundation of our future, especially the arts. It is a cornerstone of our civilization.
Fine, but what's his real name?
Officer, you have to understand. I can't give you his personal information. I'm sure you have your own methods and databases, right? Please don't put me in this situation.
So all you can tell me about him is that he's here to study the arts.
He's deeply enmeshed in the study of the fine arts, yes.
As though you weren't envious enough of the boy as is.
Which arts?
He's a truly free spirit. He likes all the arts. Perhaps graphic design, printmaking, who knows? The world is open wide for a talented youth like him.
Yeah, he's 100% hiding something. What are you doing in his apartment by yourself?
I'm just enjoying the view.
What view? It's dark outside.
Listen.
A baby is crying in the neighboring apartment.
Someone's baby is crying.
No, listen. The Insulindian Bay.
What about it?
This place used to be a luxury accommodation before the revolution. Apartments, of course, were much bigger then. A few walls have been added here and there, leaving some of the tenants without a private bathroom or a kitchen. But the million real view stays. You can't take that away.
He knocks on the balcony door, his face mirrored in the darkened glass. I was asking about your friend.
My friend comes and goes. I'm sure you'll see him around. He's a busy bee.
A busy bee? What an odd choice of words.
I had something else in mind.
I'm all ears, officer.
Yeah, I think that's it.
A moment, officer. Do you have everything you need from me? I'm afraid we won't have the chance to speak again once you leave.
Hold on, why can't we talk later?
It's against diplomatic best practices for an official in my position to be discussing murders with local militiamen. And I'm pressed for time. After you leave, I should be leaving as well.
That's not the real reason he's so apprehensive. Men in his position shouldn't be seen loitering around in underprivileged young men's apartments in the middle of the night.
Just want to take a look around this apartment.
Sure, go ahead. It's a beautiful space. Let me know if you have any further questions.
Thank you, autosave. Yeah, I think, pretty sure we investigated everything already. But just to be sure, that leads out to the balcony. And then there's just him. Alright, let's see.
Was there anything else?
And it looks like that's it.
Of course. I'm glad I could help.
Let's save just in case. Okay. Alright, so back at the pawn shop because we have 1745 real and we need 20 to stay the night. So I want to see if there's anything we can sell.
Greetings on this fine night. What brings you here?
How come you're still open?
The pawn shop is always open.
Is Roy high, and if yes, then what is he on?
Nope, still no clue. You obviously haven't been doing enough drugs lately.
Yeah, I guess not. Okay, other business.
Greetings on this fine night. What brings you here?
Something I like to sell?
Sure, let me have a look.
Close.
I'm not purchasing any more clothing at the moment.
Corpse?
Oh, no. I don't like those kinds of objects. No sale.
Do you know what the tattoos mean?
Aphotic paths, counter-radiance networks, anti-magnetism. It's darkness. That's all I know. Sell me something lighter.
You have absolutely no idea what aphotic paths are, but the tattoos on the man are not that.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
A ball used for playing shot put. I feel like you should allow us to make good use of it. The sauce is beautiful would be a sin. Okay. Need that. The rifle. I guess the rifle. Alright, that should do. Maybe there's another thought that we can internalize. Ace is high. Yeah, I don't think these would really help me, so I'll just except maybe this one. Yeah. Alright. Alright.
Another time, perhaps.
Alright, let's head out. Yeah. Up here. Anything else that we can do? Let's see. Can't do this yet. Don't know about this. Next day. Renee is gone for the day. No. 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 Yeah. I guess we can just go to bed. Let's see. Talk to Gart now that we have our money. We could also try the karaoke. Let's see. Trying to get moving. This feels right. You belong here. Trying to get to the karaoke thing. Those are the stairs. Maybe talk to Gart about it.
Can I help you?
About my bill?
Got the 20 real?
Yes.
Good. You got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20 real tomorrow.
Gotcha. I want to sing karaoke though. Let's see something. There used to be a tape in this case, but it was destroyed in a fit of rage. The label says the song was recorded in 43. Maybe we can't sing yet.
Can I help you? Another thing. Great. I love those.
There's a mysterious blue steel door in the back of the kitchen.
Oh yes, that door, sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's just a door.
Do you know what's behind it? Do you have...
No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. And I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. It's just a frit warehouse, probably. Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust. Junk and dust.
He runs his finger across the counter to check for dirt.
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing.
I think you'd like to know what's back there.
Fine, okay, a little. But my job doesn't leave me time for wondering about one locked door in one of the cafeterias I manage. So I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though, after the animals. And I haven't found a key, so good luck with that.
So the phone line is dead?
Yes, and the phone company is taking its sweet time sending someone to fix it. Losers.
That's pretty strange.
It's not strange, it's inconvenient.
Is it true that there was foul play?
Who told you that?
Doesn't matter, I just want to know who you suspect.
fine, yeah. It looked like someone had messed with the wiring. It was shortly after the hanging, but I don't know if it's at all related. Plenty of assholes around here who aren't murderers. If you do find out who cut the line, though, let me know, so I can forward them the repair bill.
You got it.
Yes?
Okay. Let me see the karaoke thing. You need to find a sufficiently tragic tape, then play it on a boombox to memorize the lyrics. Then ask the cafeteria manager to perform, preferably in the evening, more people at the bar then. Alright, so it looks like we don't have a sad song on tape yet, so can't do that anyway. Alright, I guess that's it. We can't do anything else until the following day. Well, let's see if we can. See you in the morning. Alright. And anything on this?
The fan is spinning.
Yeah. Anything new with the mirror?
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
The famous expression. Stop steam from fogging up the mirror. Okay, so if we put the chain cutters on, what about now?
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the chain cutters slip out of your hands as you attempt to twist the faucet into place. Well, you know one thing for sure. You've probably never been a plumber.
Oh well. Alright. We'll remove that. And go to sleep.
The bed is still cold from the broken window, and not too inviting. But it's yours. You've earned it.
Let's see if we get another weird dream.
The bed is still cold from the wind blowing in from the broken window. The mattress creaks as you close your eyes and try your hardest to fall asleep.
Here we are again, my broken bud. The waves are coming, carrying you away. But you can't go. No, you have to stay. Always half aware of yourself. You're not cooperating, brother man.
Why?
It's your disgusting body. Even through your sleep you feel a vague discomfort suffusing it. Your belly and your sides are unpleasantly tender. You wish you could curl up into a fetal ball of safety. But you cannot, because of the pain.
That pain in your right side is your enlarged liver, by the way. As for your kidneys, you've really been compounding the damage lately. But this suffering, it must have some kind of meaning. A story that will come out of it. Perhaps even a story that you will write yourself.
These are my just desserts. I will endure this pain with dignity. I thought it was on the express to the silence. I'm an artist and liver damage is my art. I think I need medical attention. On to the silence. Let me enjoy the silence.
Now you've gone off the rails, baby. Now you're stuck sitting here by the tracks, admiring the wreck around you. You just can't help it, looking at yourself. The sum total of your accomplishments. You're just stuck here, in the half-world. Could try looking at other people, really looking. But why would you want to start doing that?
Just get me out of here then and back to the other place. I will. I'm looking at people all the time. I like them. Human beings will always betray you. I like people. Sometimes.
Sure you do. They're all so friendly, aren't they?
At least they're interesting. Each one has a process just like yours, running in the space between their ears, full of secrets. People are beautiful, statuesque, parodies and tragedies of themselves. A great democracy of creatures.
What do you think you're doing right now? Coming to some greater awareness? Look at all these lights, blinking in and out of existence. Thoughts! You're just pretending that you're asleep, even to yourself, while the world goes on without you.
Let it. Let it.
But it never seems to let you go, does it? Time to rise and wipe that shining sweat off as best you can. Gather your bearings. Rock and roll.
Open your eyes. Alright, good. So we healed up. It is now day 3. Because Harry's got to finish his animation. Yep. Okay. I realized that I forgot to see if we could talk to Kim again at the balcony, like we did at the end of day 1, and he gave us a recap of what we accomplished. That's fine. Okay. So it's now day 3. Let's see if Kim is downstairs waiting for us. Yep, looks like this. Good morning. Okay. So we should be good now, and I'm gonna check to see if the waterlock bridge is down. It's still a bit dark, isn't it? Got some people here, I think. Can't talk to them. Yeah, there are 3 guys here. Morning, officer.
A couple of indicator lights are missing from this control panel. Loose wires dangle from the now vacant holes. In the middle is a lever. Beneath it, a small metal plaque.
Fixing the world one waterlock at a time. Yes, but can you please fix it so that it can be other things? Like this. Hot air rises from the sewer, sour, acidic, and strangely comforting. A ceiling shop there. Can't go here. Maybe we have to let some time pass, I suppose. Check the tasks. Now who wants to flick it? No, it looks like we can.
A rusting control. You grab the handle and pull the lever up. As soon as the metal connects against the contact pins, you hear a loud clunk. Then, the water lock starts moving.
Nice.
Okay, if we need to get to the coast, then this is the way. But please, contain your wanderlust for now. I don't want us to get sidetracked, not with everything that's going on.
I don't think we're getting sidetracked. I mean, we have to go here now, but anyway, this is the perfect place to stop, right at the beginning of day 3. So, thank you everybody so much for being here with me. I'm really excited to see where the story takes us from here. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Remember to save your progress, and I will see you in the next video.